Welcome to a presentation of DET Sports Media and Channel 16 at Wilby High School. We have a matchup between Woodland, who come in at 9-11 with a 4-4 league record, against the Wilby Wildcats, who are 1-17, 0-10 in the league. All right, and here's the starting five for Woodland: is Zach Bedryzik, senior number 4, Mickey Meyer,
senior number 23, Justin Marks.
Number 23, Justin Marks.
Junior number 14, Trey Massapetro.
Trey Massapetro.
Freshman number 34, Jason Palmieri.
And Jason Palmieri.
And they are coached by Tom Knight.
So it's Bedryzik, Meyer, Marks, Palmieri, and Massapetro. And here comes the starting five for the Wilby Wildcats. As we get the, and it's going to be Sharif Bialwu. Number 11, Jeremiah Tripp.
Junior number 22,
Raekwon James, number 22. So right now it's Tripp, James, Bialwu. Looks like there's a
junior number 3, Andreas Urena. Junior number 23, Jonathan Matias.
And Jonathan Matias. So it's Urena, Tripp, James, Matias, and Bialwu.
Now please rise
as we rise for the national anthem. Chilly Monday night here in Waterbury, as both teams are ready to head onto the court, and tip-off will be underway. Wilby High School coming in at 1-17, 0-10 in the league, and Woodland coming in at 9-11, 4-4 in the league. As both teams have last words to say, and will officially be underway. Woodland is now on the court, and now Wilby will be on the court. Starting five is Bedryzik, Meyer, Marks, Palmieri, and Massapetro for Woodland. For Wilby is Urena, Tripp, James, Matias, and Bialwu. It is going to be Palmieri and Bialwu on the tip-off. And on the tip-off is going to be Woodland, and we are officially underway as Palmieri hits it over to to Woodland, and now we are underway. Over to Palmieri. Palmieri with the ball. Over to Massapietro. Over to Meyer. Over to Marks, and he's open for the 2 points, and that's the scoring underway here as Raekwon James with the ball. Nice passing from Woodland, 2 points. Raekwon James with the ball. Over the trip. Back to James. Over to Matthias, right near the left wing. Back to James. James. And he tried to pass it to Arena, but it says it's going to be stolen by Bedrizek, as Bedrizek can't quite get it, but Marks was there behind him to finish it off. First turnover for Wilby, and at least 2 points. As Tripp thought about it. Over to Matthias, right near the corner. Back to Raekwon James. James, left hand. Can't quite get it, and it's a rebound for Palmieri. Is on the other side, and Marks is going to get 2 points and possibly a 3-point play. Marks at the free throw line, and it's short on the free throw attempt, and Matthias with the rebound. Over to Arena. Just getting underway, 6-0. Woodland Arrays. Tripp, the 3, can't quite get it off the hands of Bedrizek, but he saves it. Right over there is Massapietro, and he's going to pass it to Palmieri. Palmieri with the ball. Woodland on a 6-0 run to start off the game with 6:30 left. Massapietro has Palmieri open. Over to Meyer, and it's good. Mickey Meyer for 2, and it's now 8-0. Woodland, as Wilby's looking for their first points of the game. Raekwon James with a bounce pass to Jeremiah Tripp. Back to James. James with a bounce pass to Bagu, right near the paint. Has Matthias open, shoots. Can't quite get it. It's going to be a rebound for Bedrizek. Bedrizek over to Meyer. Meyer over to Massapietro, right near the right wing. Tried to pass it to Marks, but says it's going to be a turnover as Arena over to Tripp. Tripp shoots a 3, and it's a little short. Rebound by Bedrizek, and Wilby is still looking for their first points of the game. It's Bedrizek over to Marks. Right back to Bedrizek. Just getting underway here, Wilby High School. It's already 8-0 Woodland. As Massapietro throws across the court, and that is where Palmieri is. Over to Meyer, and he's going to get fouled. That's the second foul for Wilby. A couple of changes as Arena is going to sit on the bench, and Cruz is going to come back. He's going to come in. First time we're seeing him. As Meyer over to Palmieri, over to Massapietro. Right there's Bedrizek, right near the corner. Thought about it, loses the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Wilby. Bedrizek is going to throw the ball inbound. As Massapietro over to Meyer. Meyer off the hands of Bagu. Then there is Marks, and he's going to get the 2 points for Justin Marks. As Tripp over to Cruz, shoots a 3. No good. Rebound by Palmieri. 10-0 start for Woodland. Massapietro over to Palmieri. Palmieri trying to get a play going. Has Massapietro in the corner. Over to Meyer. Right hand can't quite finish it, and it's going to be a rebound for Raekwon James. James loses the ball. Has Matthias open. Bounce pass to Bagu. Loses it, and a foul is going to be called. Cruz will throw the ball inbound. With Wilby looking for his first points over the trip. Shoots a 3, and it's a little short. Offensive rebound by Bagu. There is Raekwon James. Can't quite get it, and rebound by Meyer. Meyer throws a baseball pass over to Justin Marks on the other side. Marks guarded by Matthias over to Bedrizek. And a timeout is called, with Wilby down by double digits, still looking for their first points of the game. Wilby's coach probably having a few words to say to try to get something offensively. Wilby now on the court. Woodland is back on the court, and we'll get ready to resume the first quarter. 4:15 left. As Palmieri with the ball. Palmieri over the marks near the corner. Meyer, bounce pass to Bedrzyk, shoots a three, and it's good. Zach Bedrzyk for three, and it's now a 13-0 run to start off the game. As the Jesus is now in the game. Bounce pass to Tripp. Tripp guarded nicely by Palmieri. Bounce pass to DeJesus. DeJesus, the bounce pass to Cruz, shoots a three, and it's a little short. Mateus almost got the offensive rebound, but it's into the hands of Palmieri. As Bedrzyk on the other end can't quite finish it, and rebound by Jeremiah Tripp. Tripp with the ball, has Cruz open, shoots a three, and it's a little short. Offensive rebound by Mateus. He's going to get the first 2 points for Wilby, and they are now on the board. Palmieri over to Bedrzyk. Palmieri over to Palmieri. Has open. Can't quite get it, but on the other side, Marks can't quite finish it, and Jeremiah Tripp with the ball. As Cruz back to Tripp. Shoots a three, and it's way short, and it's going the other way as Marks is going to grab the rebound. Justin Marks over to Meyer. Meyer guarded by Cruz. Back to Palmieri. Palmieri guarded by DeJesus. 2:45 left. Woodland up 13-2. As Meyer over to Massapietro. Marks over to Palmieri. Palmieri back to Marks. Right near the left wing. Has Meyer open. Does a 360. Left hand. Can't quite finish it. But he's able to get his offensive rebound. He can't get it. And on the third time, he's going to get it for Mickey Meyer. Third time is the charm, and he's able to get the 2 points. It is now 15-2 Woodland to start off the game. As DeJesus with a bounce pass to Tripp. Tripp shoots a three, and it's good. Jeremiah Tripp for three. It's now 5 points for Wilby. But they're still down by double digits, down by 10. As Palmieri with the ball over to Massapietro. Massapietro back to Palmieri. Palmieri with the right hand. Can't quite finish it, but Marks can't quite get the offensive rebound, and Mateus is going to be there. Back to DeJesus. 15-5. 1:41 left in this first quarter. As DeJesus with a bounce pass to Tripp. Shoots a three. Can't quite get it. Baiwu almost get the offensive rebound, and it was last touch by him, and it's going Woodland's way. Palmieri's going to throw the ball inbound over to Bedrzyk, and clock is resumed. Wilby has 2 fouls. Woodland has not committed a foul yet. As Bodner over to Meyer. Meyer with Bodner. Right back. And he's able to get the 2 points for Tyler Belinsky. Now 17-5. As Raekwon James over to Shelton. Shoots. Can't quite get it. Rebound by Belinsky. There's Palmieri, the point guard, getting something going. Over to Bodner, guarded nicely by Mateus. Back to Palmieri. Meyer with a bounce pass over to Belinsky. He can't quite get it, and it's going to be a rebound as James takes it away over the Tripp, who's open on the other side, and he's able to convert the 2 points off the fast break for Jeremiah Tripp. Palmieri with the ball over to Meyer. Meyer right back to Palmieri, guarded nicely by Raekwon James. And Meyer in the paint, can't quite finish it, and Jeremiah Tripp. Well, there over to Shelton, shoots it. Can't quite get it on the mid-range shot. As on the other side is going to be Bedrizik, shoots a three. In and out, but it goes in, actually. Never mind. It looked like it was about to rim out, but it was going to be 3 points for Bedrizik. 20-7, 9 seconds remaining as Mateus open in the paint over to Shelton. Right over the trip, guarded nicely by Palmieri. Trip, can't quite get it, try to get his own offensive rebound, but instead is going to be the end of the first quarter. Woodland is up 20-7. They have been able to make really good shots offensively, good teamwork all around to allow the 20 points. As Wilby on 1 point, they were down 13-0. Probably trying to think of a brand new game plan in the second quarter, down by 13. As both teams in the huddle having the last few words to say. It was a very fast-paced first quarter. It's going to be Woodland that's going to throw the ball inbounds. Marks throws it over to Palmieri. The second quarter is underway. After a very fast-paced first quarter. As on the other side is going to be a turnover to start it off as Baiwu. Oh, he tried to pass it the trip, but instead it's turned around by Bedrizik. Bedrizik can't quite get it. And on the other side is going to be Raekwon James. He throws it over to Tripp. Tripp. Corner, thought about it, has Arena open, shoots a three, can't quite finish it, it's a little too short, and there's Justin Marks with the rebound. Palmieri with the ball, his team up by 13, as on the other side, and Marks is able to convert the basket on the assist from Bodner. Justin Marks has been having a good offensive performance in this game as Tripp over to Raekwon James. James with the ball, passes over to Tripp, shoots a three, in and out, and instead on the other side, it's going to be Baiwu who's going to get the 2 points on the offensive rebound. Palmieri with the ball, over to Bodner, right back to Palmieri. About a minute and a half in the second quarter. Palmieri in the wing. Passes over to Belinsky. Right hand, a little too short, but he's able to get his own offensive rebound as Bodner shoots a three, and it's good for Bodner. And Raekwon James with the ball with his team down by 16. Raekwon James to the right. Passes it to Arena. Back to James. Guarded by Marks. Raekwon James with the left hand, can't quite get it. Shelton with the offensive rebound with the right hand, and is able to get the 2 points. Second chance points for Shelton. As Palmieri over to Belinsky, over to Bodner. Nice pass to Marks. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. That is the 3rd team foul for Wilby. And Justin Marks is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws. Marks on the first free throw attempt, and it's no good. A couple of changes for both teams as Mateus goes in. Shelton is going to sit on the bench. And on the other side, Meyer's going to come back in. And on the second free throw attempt, and that one is short. So Marks goes 0-2 at the free throw line on the rebound from Raekwon James. Over the trip, shoots a three. And he can't quite get a rebound Rebound by Pietro. And Bedrzyk with the ball, guarded by Raekwon James. Over to Bodner. Bodner thought about it over that pass, gives it to Meyer. Meyer with a couple of defenders on him, and there is Bodner. Bodner got her by James. Now on the other side is going to be Bedrzyk. Bedrzyk over to Pietro. Over to Meyer. Meyer loses it, but he's able to regain it with 2 guys on him. There's Bodner, shoots a 3. In and out, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Mateus. Bodner over to, and Woodland passing the ball around as Bodner is open in the left wing. Right back to Marks. Marks guarded by James. Right back to Bodner. 4:47 left in the second quarter. Woodland's up by 14. And Bedrzyk shoots a 3 with 2 defenders on him. It was very contested, but Jonathan Mateus is able to grab the rebound as James on the other side with the left hand is able to convert the 2 points for Raekwon James. And Wilby's now down by 12. As Bedrzyk over to Pietro. Over to Marks. Try to give it back, right back to Pietro, but instead it's going to be a turnover as Mateus over to Arena. Right hand is able to convert the 2 points off the turnover. Bedrzyk with the ball, passes over to Bodner. Right back to Bedrzyk. Right over there is Pietro. Right back to Bodner on the other side. Right back to Pietro. And the pass is going to be stolen as Mateus is able to pick the hands, and the jump ball is going to be called as James was really aggressively really trying to go for the ball. Ten-point game with 3:44 left as Raekwon James with the ball looking to get something going for Wilby as Mateus on the other side on the assist from Raekwon James, and is now down to single digits. They are now down by 8. As on the other side is going to be Palmieri over to Pietro, back to Palmieri, guarded by James, back to Pietro, shoots a 3. It's a little too strong. And Jeremiah Tripp with the rebound. He tried to pass it to James, but there was a little miscommunication as the ball is going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Woodland's ball. Marks is going to throw the ball inbound to Palmieri. 3:17 left in this game. Woodland Woodland up by 8. Smith comes in. Bedrzyk open in the corner, has Meyer, and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Jonathan Mateus. Fourth team foul for Wilby. As Palmieri is going to throw the ball inbound, and it's over the head of Meyer. And Meyer tried to give it to somebody, but it's off the hands of Mateus, and it's going to be a turnover. As Arena with the ball, guarded nicely by Bedrzyk and Marks. Arena over to Raekwon James as momentum is looking to be shifted towards Wilby's way, down by 15 at one point. As Arena over to Tripp. Tripp moving the ball around, looking for someone to pass it to. He has Baiwu with a bounce pass to Mateus. Right to Baiwu, but instead it's going to be a turnover as Bedrzyk is going to steal it. And a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Jeremiah Tripp. That's the 5th team foul. And Bedrzyk is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws. Bedrzyk on the first free throw attempt is in and out. As Bedrzyk gets ready for the second free throw attempt. And he's able to make the second free throw attempt. So 1 or 2 for Zach Bedrzyk. And a couple of changes for both teams. as Cruz is going to come back in, guarded by Meyer. Cruz is going to throw the ball inbound to Raekwon James, who's double teamed, having a difficult time. The ball is going to end up out of bounds as the defensive pressure Mas Pietro and Meyer sends Raekwon James out of bounds, and it's going to be Woodland's ball. Marks over to Bedrizik, who's wide open for three. Can't quite get it, and a foul is going to be called. That's the first team foul. And it's going to be Bayawu who's going to throw the ball inbound. Bayawu over to Jeremiah Tripp, back to Bayawu. Over to Mateus. Mateus has Cruz open, but instead is intercepted by Meyer, and a travel is going to be called. And it's going to be Cruz who's going to throw the ball inbound over the Tripp, shoots a three, in and out, but the offensive rebound by Mateus. He loses the ball, and it's going to be a turnover as Palmieri is able to take it away from his hands. As Palmieri with the ball, 2:09 left, with a bounce pass over the marks, and it's a little too strong. And there's Raekwon James who passes it over to Cruz. Cruz can't quite finish it on the other side, and it's going to be Myers. The ball is going to end up out of bounds, but that was a really good effort by Meyer to keep it alive. But instead, it's going to be Wilby's ball. Bayawu over to Raekwon James. 1:55 left. Wilby down by 9 as Cruz shoots, and it's a little too strong as it goes in and out. And there's Bedrizik on the other side. Back to Palmieri. Over to Palmieri. Over to Marks with the left hand. Can't quite finish it. Bayawu with the rebound. He passes it over to Raekwon James. James tried to do a Euro step, and instead he loses the ball as Bedrizik throws it over to Meyer. Meyer, and it's going to be an offensive foul as Meyer is able to with the charge as Mateus. Will be having a little bit of energy in the second quarter, now down by 9 after being down by 13 to start off as Bayawu over to Jeremiah Tripp. Bounce pass to Mateus, who's open and gets the right-hand layup. And it's now a 7-point game as Palmieri with the ball passes it over to Bedrizik, back to Palmieri. There's Mas Pietro over to Belinsky, tried to pass it, and instead it's going to be a turnover as Tripp over to Arena, right hand, and is able to get the 2 points, and Wilby is now down by 5 with less than a minute to go. As a timeout is called from Woodland. Wilby has been able to take advantage, learning the offensive plan for Woodland, and then they are down by 5 after being down by 13 to start off the second quarter. As both teams now head back onto the court. We'll be down by 5, 26-21. 59.7 seconds remaining in the second quarter before halftime. As Palmieri is going to throw the ball and has the ball. Looking to get something going as Meyer loses the ball and Mateus is able to pick it up. Mateus with the right hand, and it's too strong. As Palmieri on the other side throws a strike over to Marks, and Mas Pietro is going to get fouled. So there's going to be a free throws for Trey Mas Pietro with 43.4 seconds left. That's the 16th foul for Wilby as Mas Pietro misses on the first free throw attempt. And Mas Pietro on the second free throw attempt is too short, and Arena is able to grab the rebound. 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Arena over to Tripp. With time remaining as Arena with the ball. Arena guarded by Bedrizik. Almost loses the ball. Has Tripp over to Baiwu. Back to Tripp. Back to Baiwu. Tripp and Baiwu passing the ball back and forth. And now Mateus right near the free throw line and passes right back to Arena. 9 seconds remaining. Over to Mateus. Has Cruz open in the corner. Shoots a three. And it's too short. But Baiwu is able to get the 2 points. And that is going to do it here in the second quarter. But Wilby down by 13 to start off the second quarter. Get on a little run. Now they're down by 3. The score is 26 Woodland and Wilby 23. Stick around. It's a very close game here at Wilby High School. Welcome back to Wilby High School in a very, very fast-paced first half. Woodland only scoring 6 points in the second quarter to score 26, while Wilby, for the second quarter, we're down by 13. They are now down by 3. It's been a 10-point. They did 10 points better, and the second half is officially underway as Wilby looks to keep their momentum shifted their way. Looking for their first lead of the game. Wilby was down 13-0 to start. Now they are down by 3 as we get ready for the third quarter. As Woodland looks to tweak a few things. They were a little sloppy in that second quarter to only score 6 points. Woodland is now on the court as Wilby has their final words to say in the huddle. Oh, it looks like they were waiting for the refs. The refs are now back. And now Wilby will be on the court. And it's going to be Palmieri, Marks, Maspietro, Meyer, and Bedrizik. While on the other side is going to be Arena, Mateus, Raekwon James, Baiwu, and Tripp. As Palmieri on the other side, can't quite get it, it's a little too short, and Tripp fighting for the ball and is able to grab it. Jeremiah Tripp over to Arena, back to Tripp, back to Arena. Arena shoots a 3 for the tie, and it's doesn't hit the net. As Baiwu on the other side is able to grab the turnover. There's the first turnover for Woodland. As Mateus over to Tripp, and he's able to get the 2 points as Tripp makes it a 1-point game. As on the other side, Woodland back to Meyer. Meyer thought about an overhead pass. This time he does to Marks, who does a very cool pass. And there's Meyer, who loses it, guarded by Mateus. Meyer loses the ball and is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Baiwu, and the energy is still there for Wilby in this third quarter as we're about a minute in. As Woodland throws the ball in, back to Palmieri, shoots a 3, and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Tripp, the first foul of the second half. With 6:56 left, Palmieri is going to throw the ball inbound with his team down by 1, as Meyer with the right hand can't quite get it. Rebound by Jonathan Mateus. And there's Arena over to Tripp. Tripp drives in, right hand, can't quite get it, but trying to go for the offensive rebound. There's Raekwon James who fights for it. I don't know if it looks like they were trying to do a pass to Baiwu, but the ball ends up going out of bounds. There was a little miscommunication. As Maspietro is going to throw the ball inbound to Palmieri, 6:36 left. Woodland passing the ball around. Palmieri over to Maspietro. Marks over to Meyer, loses the ball. It's going to be another turnover as Tripp with the ball. Tripp, right hand. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to get the and one, and Wilby has the first lead of the game, up 27-26. Tripp at the free throw line, with Wilby having their first lead of the game. Tripp at the free throw line, and he's able to convert the three-point play, and Wilby now up by 2. Down 13 at one point, now up by 2. As Maspietro over to Palmieri, over to Bedrzyk. Bedrzyk guarded nicely by Arena. Bedrzyk over to Meyer. Meyer thought about it. This time he passes it to Palmieri. Palmieri back to Bedrzyk, guarded nicely by Arena. Now guarded by Biowu. Ball is almost loose as Meyer is able to convert the 2 points, and the game is now tied at 28. It's the first points of the game for Woodland. As Arena with the ball over to Raekwon James. James with the ball, does a bounce pass to Tripp, shoots a 3, too short. Rebound by Palmieri. On the other side, Palmieri with a bounce pass to Bedrzyk. Right hand, and is able to get the 2 points, and Woodland gets back the lead. On a right-hand layup. Looks like Wilby was looking for the charge, but he didn't get the call. And Arena over to Mateus, loses the ball as it was off the right hand, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Palmieri now with the ball. Going down the court, over to Meyer, over to Bedrzyk. Over to Bodner, guarded by Tripp. Bodner over to Bedrzyk, over to Palmieri, back to Bedrzyk. Woodland passing the ball around as Bodner, and it's off the hands of Mateus, but Bedrzyk was there to back it up. Bodner over to Palmieri. Palmieri with a pass to Marks. Marks almost loses it. On the double team by Arena and by Wu. Nice double team, but they get Meyer over to Bedrzyk. Bedrzyk shoots. Too short, rebound by Jeremiah Tripp as Tripp throws the ball to Arena. Tripp almost loses the ball, but on the other side, a foul is going to be called. As Sharif Bawu is going to head to the free throw line after the foul from Palmieri. That's the second team foul for Woodland as Bawu misses the first free throw attempt. Couple of changes as Arena is going to head to the bench. Shelton is coming back in. And Bawu gets ready for the second free throw with 4:35 left as Bawu is short on the second free throw attempt. So Bawu goes 0-2 at the free throw line. And Bodner is able to make the 2 points. Nate Bodner. And Wilby's now down by 4 as Tripp shoots a 3 and it's too short. Babai will try to get the offensive rebound, but Marks, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. Woodland now with the ball. They're going to throw the ball inbound with their team up by 4 after being down by 3 for about a minute. As Palmieri over to Marks. Back to Palmieri. Shoots a 3. No good. Rebound by Biowu. Raekwon James over to Cruz. Cruz shoots a three, and it's good for Gio Cruz. Oh. And Wilby is now down by 1. Still staying in this game as Bedrzyk over to Palmieri, guarded by Bawu. Over to Meyer, back to Bedrzyk. Woodland passing the ball around as Palmieri over to Meyer. Meyer is going to get fouled, and he has an opportunity for a three-point play. Woodland now up by 3. If the free throw is made, it could be a 2-possession game. As Meyer at the free throw line is too short, so they can't make the three-point play, but they are up by 3. As Cruz shoots a 3 for the tie, and it's good. Gio Cruz for 3, and the game is now tied at 34. It's a very competitive game in Wilby. Wildcats staying in this game, down by 13. Now, game is tied as Bodner on the other side shoots a 3. It bounces, and Shelton is going to be there for the rebound. Shelton over to Cruz, who shot the 3 to tie, shoots the 3 this time, and it's too short. Off the hands of Bawu, and Bedrzyk is able to grab the rebound. Bedrzyk, ball is loose, and is going to be picked up by Cruz. Cruz on the other side, as Shelton shoots a 3 for the lead, and it's way too strong. As Meyer, and the ball is loose as Cruz is able to grab it. Cruz, right hand floater, and is able to get the basket. Cruz tied it, and now Cruz has the lead, 36-34 Wilby. Palmieri with the ball, back to Marks, over to Meyer, right in the paint, bounce pass to Bodner, can't quite get it, and Raekwon James with the rebound. He throws it over to Mateus. Mateus tried to save it, and I thought a foul was going to be, or foul, I thought out of bounds was going to be called, but instead on the other side, it's going to be a foul. And it's going to be the 3rd foul for Wilby, up by 2. And Woodland is now going to throw the ball inbound. And Palmieri back to Bodner. Back to Palmieri, and a bounce pass, and it's going to be another turnover as Tripp with the ball. Tripp, Euro step, right hand, can't quite get it, and Meyer is going to be there with the rebound. On the other side, he's going to be given 2 marks, and he's able to get the 2 points on the assist from Meyer. Game is tied at 36, 1:47 left in the 3rd quarter. As Raekwon James over to Cruz, who has been red hot in this 3rd quarter. Back to James, off the hands of Shelton. Is going to be a turnover as Palmieri is going to rush down the court. Right hand, he's able to get the 2 points, and he's able to go for a 3-point play. Woodland fans getting amped after that and 1. As Palmieri at the free throw line, looking to make it a 3-point game. As Palmieri at the free throw line to shoot 1 free throw to put his team up by 3, and he's able to do that for Palmieri. Palmieri for his first points of the 3rd quarter as Raekwon James with the ball on a screen from Shelton. James over to Shelton, right hand, and he can't finish it. Ball's going to end up out of bounds. Wilby with a 3-point deficit. We'll be playing with a lot of energy in this game. As the Jesus over to James, over to Cruz, shoots a 3 with a very hot hand, can't quite get it this time. And Marks is able to get the rebound. Over to Palmieri, over to Bedrzyk, right to Meyer, bounce pass to Marks. Bedrzyk shoots a 3, he was wide open, and he's able to get the 3 points. The 3-pointer, and 6-0 run for Woodland. They are now, check that 8-0 run. Now they're up by 6 with 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter as James over to Arena. Arena loses the ball, but he's able to regain it himself. Arena has 4 points in this game. Arena over to Raekwon James. James over to DeJesus. Over to Shelton. Shelton over to Cruz. Cruz on his pass to Raekwon James, and he's able to get the 2 points on the assist from Cruz, who's had 8 points in this quarter to help bring Wilby close. And now they're down by 4. But Dreisick shoots a 3, and it's no good. But the offensive rebound from Bodner, and a foul is going to be called as Meyer's going to go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Shelton. Meyer at the free throw line on the first free throw attempt, and it's good. Meyer at the free throw line, ready for the second free throw. And Meyer is 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Woodland's now up by 6 with 7.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. A combined 7 fouls in the third quarter as Arena with the ball. 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter as Arena over to Cruz. 1 second left. Cruz is able to make the basket as time expires. And Woodland is up 44-40 as we approach the fourth and final quarter. We'll be playing with a lot of energy in this game. At one point had the lead a couple of times, but they are now down by 4 as we approach the final 8 minutes of this game. Gio Cruz, number 2, was able to bring the hot hand. He was able to tie it and give the lead at one point. But Wilby is now down by 4, looking to come back and try to get their first win of the league and trying to get their second win of the season. As both teams having their final words in the huddle, and we should be getting ready for the fourth and final quarter in a very close game here at Wilby High School. Both teams now on the court is going to be Mateus, Shelton, Cruz, Bawu, and Arena. Well, it's going to be Bedrizik, Palmieri, Meyer, Marks, and Matt Pietro, the starting 5. 4 as Cruz loses the ball. He tried to do a step to the left. And it's going to be Cruz over to Arena as the fourth quarter is underway. We'll be down by 4. Arena over to Shelton. Nice pass to Mateus. Too short, but he's able to get the offensive rebound with a lot of defenders on him. Loses the ball and up. And a timeout is going to be called. Both teams having a few words to say as it's a very, very close game. We're about 21 seconds into the fourth and final quarter. Woodland with a 44-40 lead. Arena's going to throw the ball inbound over to Cruz. Back to Shelton. Ball is loose off the hands of Bedrizik, and Arena is going to be there to back it up. Cruz with 10 points in the third quarter, shoots a three, and it's no good. Bawu with the offensive rebound and gets the 2 points for Sharif Bawu. He starts off the scoring for Wilby, and they are now down by 2. And Bedrzyk over to Maspietro, over the marks, pass to Meyer, and he's able to get the 2 points on the assist from Marks. And there is Andres Arena with his team down by 4. Cruz back to Arena. Back to Cruz, back to Arena. Wilby trying to get a play going as over there is Mateas, guarded nicely by Meyer. Over to Shelton. Shelton tried to pass it to Mateas, but instead it's going to be a turnover as Meyer is able to grab the steal. Meyer over to Palmieri, over to Bedrzyk. 6:36 left in this game. Meyer over to Marks. Marks with the right hand. He's going to get fouled. It was almost a and one, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Foul is on Shelton. And Marks at the free throw line will shoot a couple on the first free throw attempt, and it's a little short. Couple of changes as Belinsky comes back in. Marks on the second free throw attempt is too short, but right there was Shelton to grab the rebound. 6:30 left as Arena over to Cruz, back to Arena. Ball is going to go out of bounds, last touch by Palmieri. Arena with the ball over to Mateas, back to Arena. Mateas in the left wing, over to Cruz, shoots a three. Too strong. Ball is going to end up on top of the backboard. It's going to end up going out of bounds and going the other way. As Meyer going to throw the ball inbound to Palmieri. Palmieri with the ball with 6:07 left. Back to Meyer, over to Bedrzyk, and over to Belinsky as Woodland is passing the ball around. Back to Bedrzyk. A low pass to Belinsky, over to Palmieri, back to Marks, back to Palmieri, shoots a three, and it's too strong. And right there was Andres Arena to grab the rebound. Arena with the rebound, over to Tripp. Tripp on the other side of the wing as Arena shoots, and he can't quite get it, but right there was Mateas to keep the ball alive, and Shelton is able to get the 2 points on rebound, and Wilby is now down by 2. Belinsky over to Palmieri, over to Meyer, right hand, can't quite get it, and Shelton is going to be there with the rebound, and his ball is tipped, but right there was Tripp to back it up. Over to Arena. Arena shoots a three for the lead, and he's able to grab it. Andres Arena for three, and Wilby is back on top with 5 minutes remaining. Palmieri with the ball, over to Belinsky on a really aggressive attempt by Arena. Belinsky over to Bedrzyk, who's Omer shoots a three, can't quite get it as Bawu tips it over to Tripp, and Tripp over to Arena on the other side, and Arena is able to pat on the lead. It is now a 3-point game. Wilby is now up 49-46, 4:28 left in this game. As Bedrzyk over to Meyer, back to Palmieri. Palmieri over to Meyer, guarded nicely by Mateas as Meyer gets fouled. And he's going to go to the free throw line. The foul is going to be on Mateas. And Meyer's going to shoot a couple of free throws. Wilby High School playing with a lot of energy in this game. They're now up by 3 after being down by 13 at one point. 4:17 left in this game as Meyer at the free throw line is going to shoot a couple of free throws after the foul. Meyer on the first free throw attempt, and it's good. Meyer on the second free throw attempt, looking to put his team down by 1, and he misses the second free throw attempt, but right there was Arena to grab the rebound as Tripp on the other side shoots a 3, and it's an air ball, and it's going the other way as Meyer with the rebound. Meyer, right hand, can't quite get it, but there's Palmieri on the offensive rebound. Back to Bedrzyk, back to Meyer, over to Belinsky on the other side, but the ball is tipped by Arena, and Arena with the right hand, he's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws. Andres Arena with a very strong offensive presence in this fourth quarter will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Arena at the free throw line. His first free throw attempt is good. Wilby is now up by 3. His second free throw attempt would have Wilby's largest lead of the game at 4, and he's able to make the second free throw attempt. Wilby with a 4-point lead, and a timeout is going to be called as Wilby carrying their momentum from the second quarter on. They now have the lead with 3:52 left, and this is a good sign if you're Wilby's head coach. The team playing with a lot of energy, been able to get good shots, going for the steal, and been very aggressive defensively, creating a lot of turnovers and havoc for Woodland. It's a very, very close game. 3:52 left. As both teams having their final words to say before we resume the fourth quarter. Combined 10 team fouls. Wilby has 7, and Woodland has 3. Scoring for Woodland, they scored 20 in the first quarter. They scored 6 in the second. They scored 18. While for Wilby, they scored 7 in the first, 16 in the second, and they scored 17 in the third quarter. They currently have 11 in the fourth for Wilby and 3 for Woodland. As Palmieri with the ball, 3:45 left, over to Bedrzyk, back to Palmieri, over to Belinsky, right near the wing, guarded nicely by Raekwon James, and that's what Wilby has been doing the entire game, creating a lot of defensive pressure, offensive pressure for Woodland. As Palmieri over to Belinsky, shoots, and it's good. Tyler Belinsky for 3, and now it's a 1-point game. 3:25 left. It's a very, very tight game. It's a very good one. As Arena with the ball. Arena, Baiwu guarded nicely by Woodland. Has Tripp open, shoots a 3, and it's good. Jeremiah Tripp for 3. His first points of the fourth quarter. Put Wilby back up by 4. As Bedrzyk over to Palmieri, over to Meyer in the paint. Meyer, right hand's going to get fouled, and he has an opportunity for a 3-point play. Foul's going to be on Arena. And Meyer at the free throw line, and he's able to convert the 3-point attempt. Meyer's 2 of 3 at the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Woodland now down by 1. 2:53 left in this game. As Arena over to Raekwon James on a screen from Mateus. James thought about it. Now he passes it to Tripp. Tripp with the ball over to Raekwon James, guarded by Meyer. Back to Tripp, 2:37 left. Arena shoots a 3, and it's no good, but Baiwu tried to go for the second chance points, but instead he gives it to Meyer on the other side. 2:25 left. Palmieri over the marks. Ball is loose, and Shelton, as Baiwu was able to grab it. Now James on the other side, left hand. He's going to get fouled. And he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. And you can hear the energy here at Wilby High School is very high as Raekwon James is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws. Raekwon James at the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2 free throws to hopefully put Wilby up by 3. James on the first free throw attempt is good. He's 1-1 at the free throw line. He gets ready for the second free throw attempt. On the second free throw attempt, and it's a little too short. And Palmieri is able to grab the rebound. Palmieri with the right hand, and he's able to get the basket. The game is now tied. As Arena with the ball, guarded by Bedrzic. 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. Tripp with the ball, guarded nicely by Palmieri. Tripp loses the ball, and it's going to be a turnover, costly turnover, as Meyer with the ball. Over to Belinsky, over to Palmieri. Palmieri over to Marks, who's open with the left hand. Can't quite finish it, but Meyer's there to get the second chance points, and is able to grab it. Meyer with 2 points, and Woodland is now up by 2 with 1:32 left in this game. Raekwon James with the ball, guarded nicely by Belinsky. Over to Bawu, over to Tripp. Tripp shoots the 3 for the lead, and is able to grab it. Jeremiah Tripp for 3, and Wilby is back on top. They lead by 1. 1:16 left in this game. It's as Bedrzic over to Palmieri. Palmieri over to Meyer. Over to Bedrzic with the right hand. Can't quite get it. Meyer can't get the 2 second chance points. And Raekwon James is going to grab the ball with less than a minute left in this game. James is going to get fouled by Belinsky. Look at this energy going on in Wilby. You can see Wilby's bench is fired up with the turn of events they've seen. Down by 13 in this game. They are now up by 1 with 57 seconds remaining. As Bawu is going to throw the ball inbound. Good teamwork all around for Wilby in this game. As Arena over to Mateus. Mateus thought about it, and a whistle is going to be called. .5 seconds left. Wilby is going to have the ball as Arena is going to throw the ball inbound with 53.5 seconds remaining. Arena over to Tripp, guarded nicely by Palmieri, providing a lot of pressure on him as Tripp is able to grab the 2 points. Jeremiah Tripp with 2 points, pads the lead up to 3 for Wilby. As Palmieri on the other side, over to Marks. Marks is going to get fouled. .38 seconds left, combined 14 fouls. And Marks is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws. Justin Marks at the free throw line. He's able to make 2. His team will be down by 1. Marks at the free throw line on the first free throw attempt is good. And the team is now down by 2. And Marks on the second free throw attempt to put his team down by 1, and he's able to make it. Timeout is called. That is a very, very close game here, Wilby, as we approach the final 38 seconds. It's games like this that make you pumped up, and it kind of gives you the goosebumps because you don't know what the turnout is going to be. This would be a very good win for Wilby to put their confidence back on top. It's been a very tough season for them, but they look to change it with a win here today. whistle. Biggest thing to do with 38.6 seconds left is to provide a lot of pressure. If you're on defense, try not to get a good shot open. Make every shot contested with 38.6. As Wilby will head back to the court. It's going to be James, Biowu, Mateus, Arena, and Tripp. Whites Marks, Palmieri, Bedrzejczyk, Bolinsky, and Meyer. As Biowu is going to throw the ball inbound as we approach 38 seconds left in this game. Biowu, bounce pass to Arena on a double team, applying the pressure, and the jump ball is going to be called with 35.6 seconds left. And Woodland is going to grab the ball. 35.6 seconds left as Palmieri over to Meyer on a double team. Is going to be Arena and Raekwon James. Meyer over to Palmieri. 30 seconds remaining in this game as Palmieri with the ball over to Bolinsky. Bolinsky right near the wing. Back to Palmieri. And a timeout is going to be called by Woodland with 23.6 seconds remaining. As they hope to be able to take a couple of good shots and to steal this game from Wilby. As an announcer, my heart is beating very fast in this game. That's how close it's been. Woodland's coach probably finding an offensive game plan to get something going. 23.6 seconds left. While Wilby is probably thinking of a very pressured, aggressive defense to not give Woodland a shot. And the buzzer is going to be sound as we get ready to play the final 23 seconds. Bedrzejczyk is going to throw the ball inbound. Bedrzejczyk over to Palmieri, and time is going to start. Bedrzejczyk over to Bolinsky. 18 seconds left. Over to Meyer. Meyer over to Mateus. Has Palmieri open. Palmieri over to Meyer in the paint. Meyer is going to get fouled with 10.6 remaining. And it looks like he got hurt on that last play. Meyer looks like he hurt his elbow on that last play. Falling on your elbow is definitely going to hurt very much. There's very pressure free throws with 10.6 remain. All right. 10.6 seconds as Bodner at the free throw line. He misses the first free throw attempt. So if Bodner makes the second free throw attempt, the game will be tied, and the ball is going to be going towards Wilby. Bodner on the second free throw attempt. He makes the second free throw attempt. The game is tied, and another timeout is going to be called. Bodner able to go 1 and 2 at the free throw line to tie the game with 10.6 remaining. It's going to be a quick timeout for both teams. Both teams in a huddle, trying to get something going as Wilby is going to have the ball with 10.6 seconds remaining. You want to try to get the best shot selection. As you can see, it's a very, very close game. All right, Baiwu's going to throw the ball inbound. Baiwu's going to throw the ball inbound, 10.6 remaining. And who's he going to pass it to? He has Tripp open, 9 seconds remain. Tripp with the ball, 6 seconds remaining. Tripp on a screen from Mateus over to Arena, 2 seconds left. Over to Baiwu for the win, and it's no good. And we're going to overtime here at Wilby High School. That was very, very close to sealing the deal for Wilby, but we're going into overtime. And my heart is still beating very fast after those final 10 seconds. Nothing like a little overtime basketball here on a Monday. It's going to be a 4-minute overtime. A combined 16 fouls in the game. Wilby has scored 20 points in the fourth quarter to tie it at 60. Woodland has scored 16 in the fourth as the game is tied at 60. This is the first overtime, 4-minute overtimes. It's going to be Baiwu and Marks. Cruz is coming back in, and Mateus is. And a whistle is going to be called, and tip-off for overtime is going to belong to Marks, as Meyer is going to. Right hand, can't quite get it. Offensive rebound for, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to get 2 free throws, as that was Mas Pietro. Eight seconds into overtime. Trey Maspietro is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Maspietro makes the first free throw attempt. And on the second free throw attempt, Maspietro is able to make both free throws. So Woodland is up in overtime as Arena with the ball over to Cruz. Cruz for 3. In and out, and Marks is going to be there with the rebound. Cruz, who had the hot hand way back in the third quarter, was trying to look for the 3 to give his team the lead. 3:35 left in this game as Meyer back to Palmieri. Palmieri guarded nicely by Cruz. Over to Meyer. Bedrzejczyk over to Maspietro, who scored free throws. Maspietro goes down. So does Mateus. Maspietro had a tough time trying to get up, as on the other side, Cruz shoots a 3, and it's good. Gio Cruz for 3 in overtime puts Wilby on top. 3:05 left in this game. Palmieri over to Maspietro, back to Palmieri, over to Bedrzejczyk, guarded nicely by Cruz. Back to Palmieri. Bedrzejczyk. Woodland passing the ball around as Meyer. Right hand is able to get the 2 points from Mickey Meyer. With 2:43 left, Woodland is now back up by 1. 2:37 remaining as Arena with the ball. Wilby is playing with tons of energy in this game as Cruz for 3. Short rebound by Marks. And Palmieri with the ball in control. 2:22 left. Palmieri over to Meyer, back to Bedrzejczyk, over to Maspietro, over to Marks. Right hand, can't quite get it, but he's able to get his offensive rebound, and a foul is going to be called. Bodner looks like he's ready to come back into the game. He was able to tie the game at 60, making one of 2 free throws as Marks gets ready at the free throw line with his team up by 1. He misses the first free throw attempt. He gets ready for the second free throw attempt, and he's able to make the second free throw attempt to put his team up by 2 with 2:12 remaining. Arena with the ball. Arena guarded nicely by Mateus. Arena over to Bayawu. Bayawu over to Tripp. Guarded nicely by Bedrizik. Shoots a 3, and it's no good. Bayawu with the offensive rebound over to Arena. Bounce pass to Bayawu. Back to Mateus. Mateus with the right hand is too strong. Ball's going to end up out of bounds. As Bayawu try to get the offensive rebound, but that's some effort from him. As Palmieri's going to, with the ball inbound, 1:45 remaining in overtime. As Palmieri over to Marks in the corner 3, over to Bedrizik, right in the right wing. Guarded nicely by Tripp. 1:30 left in this game. Woodland has scored 5 in overtime. Wilby has scored 3. As Bedrizik over to Marks. Marks with the ball over to Palmieri. Palmieri guarded nicely by Mateus. Over to Bedrizik. Bedrizik back to Marks. Palmieri, check that. Palmieri over to Bedrizik. 1:10 remaining as Bedrizik trying to take as much time off the clock with 1 minute and 3 seconds left as Meyer. Back to Bedrizik. Back to Palmieri. 57 seconds and a foul is going to be called as Woodland took a lot of time off the clock to make it to 57 seconds remaining, and it's going to be a couple of free throws for Palmieri. Palmieri misses the first free throw attempt. As Mas Pietro is going to come back into the game, Bodner is going to sit down. As Palmieri gets ready for the second free throw attempt. He makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line to put his team up by 3, 57 seconds remaining. Arena with the ball with less than a minute to go. Trying to get a game plan going offensively for Wilby. As Tripp takes a long 3, it's no good, but there's Bayawu trying to go for the offensive rebound. Ball is loose, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Palmieri, and it's going to be Wilby's ball with 42 seconds remaining. Tripp guarded nicely by Meyer. Does a 360. Over to Bayawu. Over to Cruz, and a costly turnover as Palmieri with the ball, and he's able to get the 2 points off the turnover. That was a really bad pass, and Woodland's up by 5 with 25 seconds remaining as Arena can't quite get it, and it's going to be a rebound from Mas Pietro. A foul is going to be called. It's now a 5-point Woodland lead with 20 seconds remaining. As Bedrizik will go to the free throw line to make the game tougher for Wilby to come back. As Bedrizik on the first free throw attempt is good. Six-point game with 20 seconds remaining. This is some effort from Wilby Wildcats, no matter what the result is. It's a 7-point game with 20 seconds. Wilby has been playing so well throughout this entire game. Tripp can't make it, and Palmieri is going to grab the ball with 12 seconds remaining. And Arena is going to throw the ball inbound, looking for someone to pass it to. He has Tripp open, 11 seconds remaining as Arena shoots a 3, And it's in and out, and Palmieri is going to grab the rebound. He's going to get fouled with 5.6 seconds remaining. .6 seconds remaining. As Palmieri is going to shoot a couple of free throws. Palmieri on the first free throw attempt is miss. And on the second free throw attempt is good. Woodland's up by 8 with 5.6 seconds remaining. Arena with the ball. He's going to drive into the basket. He's going to get 2 points as the buzzer. But the Woodland was able to come up with a 71-65 win in overtime. But the Wilby Wildcats, you got to appreciate their effort throughout the entire game, being able to make it to overtime. But they fall a little bit short. So the record is going to be 10-11, 5-4 in the league for Woodland, and Wilby's going to fall to 1-18 and 0-11 in the league. So from Wilby High School and presentation of DET Sports Media and Channel 16, my name is James Yemen and crew. We thank you for joining us here. Saying good night from Wilby High School.